Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our AngelBobsOmni playthrough. Today we're going to get some stuff done. So, in our last episode, we encountered a few issues. One is that our city block blueprint actually had the wrong signals, which was a facepalm. And then also, we couldn't figure out how to get the locked slots thing working, but I have figured that out by now with some Googling. So I've taken some time to fill in this city block with stone. I've started the next one, and I had to reconstruct the entire city block so that I could easily blueprint it. Another thing I did is I changed where these signals are. So previously I kind of had two in the middle, and this way there's just enough room for one train to leave the intersection completely and still wait to go, in the next, towards the next intersection. Because one can be waiting here and one can be waiting here. So I have a feeling that this will be more than enough for what we'll ever need, especially with how fast the trains will start going once we get the higher level ones. And the other nice perk of this system is when I put the loading station, it fits better with the loading station so that, when the station is here, there's still room for a train to come out of this intersection completely if the other train is coming out of the loading station. Because the most traffic we're going to have is at the loading station entrances and exits, right? So like right here, we're going to have more traffic because trains could be coming up this way or coming out of the station. And so this gives space for one train to be out of the intersection, one train to be in this section, and one train to be here before entering this intersection or loading station. So there's enough for like 3 or 4 trains on each individual line between these, T or plus shaped intersections. So hopefully that will do it. And everything should be good to go with the LTN stuff. I forgot about the fact that I turned finish loading off. So I did need to wire up all these inserters and change them to filter inserters. And then, oh shoot, I forgot that. I was testing it out, so I had set that to 38 locked slots, and that means that it will only ever ship 1,000 Omnite at a time. Because the way that it works is it's on the provider that you put locked slots, and then it will never let a train that comes to that station fill more than that many slots with an item. So this one, locked slots per wagon 4, is perfect. I'm never going to have an overflow. I'm never going to request more than, what's 2,000? What is that, 8,000? So the locked slots are 4, so that means the requests will cap out at 7,200. And I mean, I don't even have 7,200 of any specific thing in here. But if I did, then this would prevent the requests from going above 7,200. And then the inserters, will finish their inserting, and I might go 20 over, 50 over, even 200 over. But since I have 4 slots that will never be filled, there will be enough space for all of that. So that should allow for the multi-provider warehouses to work properly. And I think that's about it. I added some turrets down here to kind of protect this corner, and some turrets to protect my power generation. We are close to seeing biters. And we're going to be even closer here in a minute because I have dealt with messed up intersections. I've sort of done stone processing, at least good enough for now. I want to automate the new underground pipes because I'll need lots of liquids for the salt sorting. And the reason I just said what I said about biters is I got the change map settings mod, and we are going to change this absorption modifier down to 1.5. And hit apply. So instead of, and I might turn on expansion at some point. So instead of double the pollution being absorbed, only 50% more is being absorbed. So we should see our cloud grow. And I don't know if that applies immediately or if I have to reload the map or how exactly that works, but we should see our pollution cloud growing quite a bit soon. So I'm expecting that base to be attacking us. So I'm going to come back over here just to establish a new pipe system I guess I could do that up here, so I don't have to keep running farther and farther away. Because I think they're just made out of iron plates. And I want to not have to handcraft all of these things all the time. Because there's a lot of them. And it looks like I can make even more. I can make the tier 2 ones, which have twice the ability. I'm going to make one of those by hand just to see if it's the same as a normal pipe in terms of capacity. Oh, how am I going to find out that? I guess I'll bring it over to a fluid. Here. Okay, good. In the past, some mod creators thought, oh, if I make the capacity of the pipe 150, that'll make more flow rate. And it turns out that's actually not true. It's a weird... I don't remember. It has to do with the math and how the pipes actually calculate flow and all that stuff, but a bigger pipe actually ends up flowing slower unless it's over an extremely short distance, like less than 10 pipes. So yeah, that's good that they're not like 150 or 200 capacity, because that would be worse. It actually used to be the case, I believe, that the Bob's mods copper pipes had less capacity in order to flow faster. And I think, again, the maximum flow rate at a few pipes is smaller, but over a long distance, having pipes that hold less makes them flow faster, which is weird, I will admit. But anyway, so to make all these, we need pipe couplers, underground pipe segments, swivel joints, and iron pipes. So that's 4 different things that I need to automate, and then I can put together the pieces. And then the medium ones just consist of adding more iron to them. So I don't think I'm going to deal with the medium ones right now. I'll deal with that later. That's going to be a pretty big mess, I think. Gosh, it's kind of... I'm trying to think. It's kind of annoying that there's so many different types. And they have such a short crafting time. I almost think that I'll only have 3 things in my inventory. I mean, obviously I'll have the overflow and top-ups, but I can just handcraft those pretty easily. But I think what I might do is I'll only have the 1-to-1s actually stacked up in my inventory. And probably the underground eye extensions as well. And then I'll have a stack of the swivel joints, pipe couplers, and underground segments so that I can craft these quickly as needed. I think that sounds good. Anyway, I'm going to need 4 different types of things, all of which, those need gears. Dang. Okay. Well, that doesn't need to be there anyway. Okay, so this will make iron pipes. If I can find them. Here. Iron pipe. And then this one will make gears. And this guy will make the couplers. This guy will make the pipe segments. Oh, and then the swivel joints. Should probably be this one, actually. And this will be the underground, or the pipe coupler. Is that the one I didn't do? Yeah. Because those are just iron plates. This is iron plates and gears. So why don't we move this down a square? And then this is just pipes, which we need to create all the different sections. And what is this? This is stalled out. That's not good. Okay. I think it's that way because, yeah, we have enough omnikium. Alright, so we got our pipes, we got those 3 things, and I want to make... Let's see, what are we doing here? I want to make the 1-to-1 forward pipe. And then That's a swivel joint, a coupler, a pipe. Here, let's change this by 1 square here. I can move these down 1. Because what I'd like to do is something like this. That's not going to work, is it? Because this needs all 3 things. Well, I will start that way. And these will each go to 1 stack. Oh, I also automated the medium pulls down there somewhere, which is going to be nice to have. Okay, a few more steel chests here. What do these stack to? 100 and 100 and probably, yep, 100. Okay. So then the main things I need to be automated are the underground and the underground extension. And everything else I can just handcraft when I want multiple connections. And both of these need... Well, no, this one only needs... Interesting. So the swivel joint is to get it going vertical, because these underground extensions don't need any swivel joints. They just need couplers and underground pipe segments. And then the iron pipe represents the pipe that's above ground. I get it. I get it. Makes sense. So that'll go there. I'll put these 2 on a single belt like that. That'll get inserted. And then this one... I'll get that one over here. Probably like this. This is not the best thing I've ever made, but I think it's working. Yep. Okay. And then those will go into some chests. Those stack to 50. I think 1 stack of those is fine. These stack to 50. I will want 2 stacks. Because I go through a lot of underground pipes. Though, thankfully, with these 1 to 3s and, you know, the triple connections and all sorts of stuff, I think we'll need fewer total. Okay. Unfortunately, though, that will take up more of my overall inventory space. Don't know how happy I am about that. I've got a bunch of rails here to build the next section as well. I guess I can get rid of regular pipe to grounds, right? I really hope they're not a recipe in anything. Okay, good. They're not a recipe in anything. So I literally never will need them again. Go away and go away. And maybe I should only have 50. Yeah, that's probably good. So I'll save 1 inventory slot, because I think I'm only going to have 50 at a time of the 1-to-1s, because I'll also have 50 of the eye extensions. And a lot of times I only need more than 50 because I have a really long pipe or something like that. So this will take a while to saturate, so I'll let that go, and we'll come back at some point. I will get rid of this tier 2 one, just to save an inventory slot. I also should grab more ammo while I'm here. I lost most of it placing down those sniper turrets. So let me grab 3 stacks of ammo. And ideally we get rid of this sapphirite and stereotype. I'm getting very low on inventory space. Very, very low. I guess another way I can save a space is make another 2nd tier ore crusher. Should also get rid of that gun turret. All sorts of things. I changed my autosave interval back down a little bit too, in order to hopefully reduce the emotional trauma when I get run over by a train. Because I'm sure that's going to happen. And, oh yeah, I also remembered that I can put all the blueprint books in a single book, but then in my inventory they can show up as multiple books. So I've got the books inside of a book, but they still show up separately. And I decided I don't have enough hotbar stuff, so I put all the train stuff on its own little bar. So here we go. This should be the correct intersection. And I can just get that placed. And then I can get the corner bricks placed. We'll do that. If I really wanted to go crazy, I could... Wait. What? Why can I not place that? That's weird. Can't you place? Or did it just not make the noise? I don't actually know what just happened. Okay, it did place. I could, you know, just get the blueprint for all 4 corner bricks put together, but that would be kind of difficult. And do the same thing where I like line it up to the grid so that I can't place it in the wrong spot. That'd save me a little bit of time, I guess, but... Oh, I'm also gonna run out of signals, aren't I? Good thing I have a lot of materials for them. So we just get to run around like a madman for a couple minutes here until this is all built. How's our pollution doing? It's definitely not too much worse. I'm not 1000% sure if that change map settings works immediately or if I have to save and reload. That pollution one feels like it should work immediately, but what do I know? Clearly not a lot. Ooh, that's a lot of trees that I'm gonna have to remove. Good thing I brought extra nanobots. I could use the termites, but again, I'm trying to not just kill every tree I see currently, because I'm still not quite in the place where I want to be dealing with lots of biter attacks. I don't even have military science automated. Once we get way better military stuff, I'll be more interested. Oof, this is taking a while. All these trees slowing things down. Okay. Just want to make sure I got everything on this kind of vertical stretch here. Start going this way. Slowly. Make sure all the stone brick was placed down there. Slowly work our way over. Looks like we still got plenty of rails, so that's good. Get that stone brick placed. Make sure we're good all the way up to the top of this. Oh yeah, I already had this intersection. Silly. I don't need to place more. And then we'll go grab some stone bricks and fill in the last corners here. And then get this bottom stretch, and we should be good. Yeah. So you can see that it's gonna only get 1,000 Omnite from here, because I have the locked slots at 38. That was how I tested it. But I will need to change that probably back to just honestly 30, or well, 2 locked slots to have 38 filled slots, because Omnite stacks to 500, so 2 stacks of Omnite. That would be a very high stack capacity before I could possibly fill 1,000 Omnite with one swing of an inserter. Because you essentially have to ask yourself, if all of my inserters swing 1 more time than they're supposed to, or even 2 more times, because it's possible that you're only like 1 away from filling the train to the amount you want, and then on their swing, maybe somehow the coding that I have to measure the held amount doesn't work, so then they do another entire swing. So I guess it's possible. You kind of need to double it to be extra safe. Okay, didn't get run over. That's good. I really need to make a habit of zooming out fully. And I do think... I don't know what's going to happen once we have the Super Bob's power armor stuff with like a million shields. I don't know if... I seem to remember you can survive being hit by a train. But what I don't remember is if the train survives hitting you. Like, does everybody walk away okay in that case? If so, that would be very nice. Once we get there. Okay, there we go. Literally can't see anything. I'm just gonna leave that alone for now. We'll start building in the other corner. Once we need the space, we'll obviously delete the trees. This, I think, is where we're at. Probably missed a few squares in there, but that's okay. Okay. Cool, cool. So, yeah, let's go to the termites real quick and at least get rid of this half. So I'm going to start on the left here. Get rid of these. And we'll get rid of these guys. And stone brick is even worse than grass, too, so that'll make the pollution spread even more than before. Alright, so I need an unloading station. So we know how that song and dance works. We go over to our trains blueprints. We've got unload station. But it's going to be for multiple materials, so I actually want a blank station. I'll place that down. And I even have an extra rail signal here now on blank station that corresponds with these two so that there's space for a train to get out of the station. And then it places that one so that trains can keep doing their normal thing. I also got the LTN Combinator modernized, so that's a new thing. Request threshold for this guy is going to be 400 because it's requesting ores. It's going to be, well, I won't set up the request. We'll just turn it off. So we want crushed sapphirite, crushed stereotype. Let me see if I can just find them. Crushed stereotyte, crushed bobmonium, and rubyite. And we want that to be, I don't know, I feel like 800 is probably fine. Negative 800. It also lets you type in how many stacks you want, which is cool. So it's a little different than a normal combinator. Request threshold 400 seems good. And yeah, that all sounds good. And we'll turn that output on once we're ready to receive deliveries. So then we need a warehouse. Where is it? There we go. And for unloading, because we have all the logic at the provider stations and everything, we don't need any special logic for this. We literally just hook this up to the input, unless I am forgetting something. Because the train's going to come in with what it's supposed to have. And so we just need to put all that in the warehouse, and that's it. And then it will unload everything, and we'll be good to go. And then we'll have filter inserters on the way out, obviously. And so we'll have one of these for each ore. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then, ooh, that's a nice, beautiful symmetry for powering them. And I also have the long power poles on my train menu because I feel like I don't need to build them all that often. Unless I'm doing stuff with trains. Alright, so I think we can turn this on. Bam. 16 stacks. That's not good. Why did that say 16 stacks? Why? What? Just happened. Oh, is it just creating the delivery to that one? I'm not actually sure what just happened. Hello? Trains? Where's everybody? What's happening? Oh dear God, bad things are happening. What the ever-living... Dear goodness, what is happening? What? Okay. Oh wait, can it request multiple things at the same time? Is that... Hold on. Creating delivery... Oh, merged delivery from crushed ore load, 16 stacks. Oh! Whoa! Okay, now that is cool. I did not know it could do that. I thought it was going to make 4 separate deliveries, but it actually knows that this has all 4 things at once, and it's going to put them all on one train, because it can. So this locked slots per wagon should go up to 8, so that's a minimum of 2 slots per ore it could provide. And it can also... I'll probably just actually keep that at 10. It's not going to be doing huge deliveries anyway. Oh, don't get run over. That was close. Sweet. Oh, not sweet. Not sweet. What just happened? What? Why? That was not good. That was very not good. Why did it immediately stop? Wait, I did connect these, right? Yeah. What just happened? Is it because I changed the name of it? It's probably because I changed the name of it. Well, that's not good. Well, why is it here now? What on earth has happened? Oh, I think it's because of the name. Crushed stone outputs. Because I think there were 2 stations named the same thing. Shoot, I can't even fit it all in my inventory. Well... I think I know what went wrong there. Hopefully it'll never do that again because I changed the station names. But we'll see. Anyway. Okay, so we've got our ore. And we're just going to build the sapphirite one first, and then we'll figure out more stuff later. Oh, I'm also going to need... I will need crushed stone for this, or pulverized stone. So I need to get this loading properly. And I'll probably have to feed... I'll feed it an initial supply of crushed stone, because we've got plenty. So let me feed some stone in here. Give. Alright. So we'll pop this in here. Bam, 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 bam. It's about 20,000. That should do the trick. And I guess we can watch this to make sure it does everything. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess I can just load this with some manual Omnite for a minute. Oh, and I have to select a recipe here, don't I? So fuel is one of those things that I will put on the logistics network to just go across the whole base. Especially once I get like the Omnified Coke pellets. They have like 30 megajoules each. So that'll be easy to transport around the base. Okay, so these need to be on the close side. I never quite know how that's going to work. Because when you're going down, it always puts on the left side, I think is what we've learned here. Wait, no, that's going on the right side. I don't actually know what's happening with all of that. But we've got pulverized stone, we've got stone brick. And we put limits on that, right? Pulverized, stone brick, and... Oh, I didn't put any sort of limit on the stone. So we gotta do that. If stone is less than, let's do 10K. 1,000. And is pulverized stone... It's the same as crushed stone, but it stacks to 500. Which, in a way, makes sense because it's powdered, so it's going to take up less space. You know? Dust takes up less space than gravel, so... So then here, we also want to request pulverized stone. And I think... What all do we need? The Omnine shards, we'll deal with that later. Omni sludge. Omni catalyst. Which is hydromnic acid. Water comes from nothing. Omnite, on the other hand, does not. Omnic acid. Oh, that's ingredients. I thought the product was... Oh, that's hydromnic acid. That's where I'm confused. Yeah, so I need Omnite, and I think that's it. Omnite and pulverized stone. Because the omnic acid comes from crushed omnite, steam, and then the... where is the omni sludge? The omni sludge comes from pulverized stone and omnic acid. That's right. So then we need some pulverized stone and some omnite to be added into the request here. So we'll find pulverized... let's say 4 stacks. No, let's do 6. 3,000. Check. No station supplying pulverized stone. Not yet. And then we need Omnite. And we're not going to need a ton. I think 3,000 Omnite is fine too. So negative 3,000. That one you do know. But I've run out of trains. Let's go fix that. So did I never attach this warehouse to the input? I did not. So that's why that wasn't working. So I can hitch a ride if I time it properly. No, I think they're both gone already. I still have the locomotive in my inventory. So we'll ride this guy up to the top, change our limit so it's not 1,000 Omnite. Can you mine a train while you're in it? That's a good question. Oh, shoot. Crap. It's okay. Ha! This cannot be mined while anyone is in it. Seems like they've thought of that already. This is kind of funny, to be honest. Not enough trains found in depots. Yeah, it's because I'm a goober. Don't worry, we'll fix it. Alright, so right here, don't get hit. Oh, that was close. Locked slots per wagon, I'll just keep it like 4. So now you can transport all the Omnite you want. And then we'll pop our train back on the tracks and drive home. It is kind of funny that you can carry an entire locomotive in your inventory. I mean, I don't know how else the game would work, but definitely got that whole pocket dimension thing going on like they talk about in, what is it, Satisfactory? Where am I going? Left again. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Okay, so those are unloading the Omnite fairly slowly. Ugh, I can't wait for better inserters. And now it's delivering crushed stone, which is also going to take forever. Let me just help you along, good sir. Why don't I assist this process? Beep. There we go. That should speed things up a little bit. Once we have better inserters. Oh, why are you not loading? What is wrong here? Isn't this? Oh. Do I need that constant combinator? I do. That's what was missing. I forgot there was a constant combinator there. So that the filters don't get messed up when there's only a couple items left to deliver. Okay. Well, that'll take a minute, but that'll get done. And then we will have all the things we need. So, we're going to need a little factory for omnic acid. Let's start with that. I'm going to need Omni plants, which unfortunately I don't have automated. So we'll have to handcraft those. Which, hopefully, yeah, I've got enough materials for a few. I'll start with 5. And then, let's see. Where does that go? Here. Probably should have this on the hotbar. Okay, so these guys make omnic acid, they make omni sludge, they make omni stone, which is how you get oils, and then from that you get natural gas. And then we need the Om9, which comes from Omni Sludge, but then once we have Omni Sludge, we can make Om9 from Om9 shards and Omni Sludge basically free. But I don't think you can use Om9 for fuel, even though it says it has a fuel value. It's a crystal fuel, and I don't know exactly what that gets used for. Probably the crystal omnic stuff. So, all that being said, let's get this set up, and I'll move it. I'm just going to set up the blueprint first. So first order of business is omnic acid. Oh, we're going to need fuel here too because of the steam. And I'll probably need a lot of water, but we'll deal with that in a minute. So I'm just going to start with 240 per second. How much do I even need for this overall? This needs like 63 per second, so I'll definitely need more than this. Okay, so I'll need more pipes. I'm gonna need a lot of the, probably the 1 to 2s as well, now that I think about it. Or wait. How are these different? Oh, yeah, sorry. 1 to 2 is actually what I want. I was getting confused. So, because I want this to be 1 overground connection and 2 underground connections. So that is a 1 to 2. I was thinking there's 3 connections, so I need a 1 to 3, but that's 1 connection and then 3 underground connections, which I don't need. I only need the 2. So then I'm going to want a bunch of these for factories. So I'll probably want to automate those 2, actually. Because when you're connecting a line of liquids, that's probably the best thing to use. So we'll craft a few. But anyway, so purified water, I will need some hydro refining stuff, water treatment. I'll just start with the hydro plant too, since I can make it. No reason to start small. And then that will get us purified water and steam along with fuel, and then we need to crush the Omnite. So we will get Omnite here. on some filter inserters. Right. Oh, that's weird. You can't right click. You have to left click. And we'll get some lamps because we don't like to live in the dark. And so then that Omni, we'll have it come out a little bit. And then we'll need some crushing going on. If I remember correctly, you definitely only need one of these crushers. Yep. That's definitely plenty. Oh, also, you guys might have wondered what was happening. You remember when I was copy pasting the inserter conditions on the filter ones and it kept resetting the set filter mode? Well, I found out, you know, you copy the mode by a shift right click and then you shift left click to drag around to paste all the other inserters. Well, if you shift right click and then you shift left click on the same inserter and then drag, it resets the set filter condition to none. I have no idea why, but if you shift right click and then start on the other inserters, it works fine. So I guess my habit has been to start left clicking on the inserter I copy from, and for some reason that causes a bug with how it pastes the settings even onto itself. So don't really know what that's about. That's another one of those weird glitches. I have no idea if it's caused by the fact that I have mods, or if it's the inserters themselves are broken, or if it's just actually a Factorio glitch and I should report it as like a real bug. I don't know. Anyway, so we've got our crushed. I probably want crushed to come actually from the front, right? Because I'm only going to have single pipes here, like this. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. But on the back, we're going to have water and steam. So, and then I'll need some regular pipes there. So then those will be connected like that. So then crushed will come in the front. The rate is 4 on crushed. That will never change. So 2 inserters should be adequate. Get a couple power poles here. Okay. And then for now, we'll just have this crushed come... Wait, I said I was going to move this. Let me just get the sludge set up too then. So that's set up that way. Sludge. So together those are 140. The rates don't match up, which is kind of strange, but they're close enough. Should I keep them matching? Probably. And so then the pulverized stone needs to come in here. So I need to move this one more square. The pulverized stone will come this way. Probably need 2 belts eventually, but I think I'll have faster belts by the time I get there. And then we need some more inserters for the crushed stone. Bingo, crushed stone, let's go. Oops. Oh, I was trying to hit F to flip it. That does not work. It's not a blueprint. Okay, and then this will come over. So then these guys just need water, well, purified water and steam. So what's that going to look like? I'll probably need actually 2 hydro plants. And this being 400... it's maybe not good because of the higher amounts of those 2. So I'm going to change these to 1500. Well, that's going to give me problems for a minute. And then I'll change the request threshold to... we'll do 1200 actually. That'll make stops a little less frequent. Okay, so this guy will need a clarifier to get rid of the saline water, because it turns regular water into saline water and purified water. Mostly purified. We will need sodium later, so you'd think I'd save the saline, but it's probably not worth it to deal with byproducts for that long. So then I will just clarify that. And the output right there is 150 purified, which should be plenty. It's about a 2-to-1 or 1-to-2 ratio, twice as much acid as purified. And then steam is just going to be regular water with a boiler. And that can just be right here. And that's only going to make 60 per second. So I actually need 2 boilers. Oh wow, boilers use burner Omni tractors. I don't know if I noticed that before. So we need 2 boilers. Probably a little more spaced out here. I'm gonna move this up. Move this over just a little bit. The fuel will go here. Feed itself. Guess we can jumpstart. And then go up here, feed these guys. Then we need the water setup, which I think I have, right? Yes, I have that here. I do need to upgrade, though. Upgrade items. Does that work? No, that doesn't work. We still need to go from tier 1 electric Omni tractor to tier 2. And tier 1 flog to tier 2 Omni flog. Okay. Then I can upgrade the blueprint with that. Save. Why does this still give me the no? Oh, it's the recipe. Because the recipe changes over time. Oh gosh, and it upgraded to the fast inserters. Whoops. Should not have hit the default button. Okay, so we need some Omnite, which will come from here. Let's actually have this right here. Gosh, and those need to be a different kind of pole, which I'm out of. This is just all sorts of problems here. And then the valve is now a different kind of top-up valve. Yeah, we're gonna have to redo everything. This can bring the ore over. Get a lamp over here. Okay, and how much water? I feel like this can provide me with a lot of water. Didn't I do the math on it? That's the wrong thing. I need Omniwater Omni traction, and this is water Omni traction. Yes, just like that. Okay, so let's try this again. This setup is now my water setup. Upgrade. No. No. Select new contents. So we'll do that. And remove the lamp. No tiles. Save. Okay. And then the water. Yeah, I think we're well over 1,000 just with the one. So. Need to make more of these again. And we can use our handy dandy underground control R. I don't have any more of the doubles, do I? But we'll put that one there. And then we have the regular one here. Control R. That's so cool. And then we need power. And that should get us our steam and purified water. So I'm going to go get more pipe stuff because that's going to bother me. And I'll move this whole setup closer to that. Try not to get run over by any trains. Looks like we're short, actually, on sapphirite and stereotype. Is this thing stopped? What's going on here? What is happening? Right threshold probably should be a little higher. I'll have to dive into that a little deeper. after we grab some pipes. And then I think we'll get our Omni sludge and Omnic acid all set up and ready to go. And then we can maybe get some Omni shards. What are they called? Omnine shards. Okay, we want pipes. That's not where we get pipes. We've got enough rails. We definitely need more regular pipes. Don't need those. Where did those even come from? Did I craft them on accident? Not thinking. I'll take some more belts. I'll take some more inserters. Will I take some more steel? I will. And pipes are all up here. Take a bunch of those, take a bunch of these, and then I want the double ones. Which, fortunately, I'm gonna have to make a mess for that. Sheesh, I'm really gonna have to make a mess. But what else is new? What else is new? Okay, that should do it. I'll put those in a chest to one stack. Sweet. Okay, and I will just make some overflows and top-ups myself. What do those stack to? 50. So I'll make a bunch. And trading delivery, 5,000 crushed stone. Cool. These... Oh, I guess these are the ones that we use the most of, because you need like 15 or whatever. You only need 5 for a regular, but then you need more. Which is fair, because it should cost more if you can go underground in 4 directions. That's a lot of iron that you're taking up. So that makes sense. And it can go a distance of 10, but the other ones, it kind of meets in the middle. Like if you imagine it provides 5 underground distance, and then the other underground pipe provides the other 5. So that's why it needs 10 to go 2 directions. Anyway, that's all digression. Let's go back to it. I'm really low on iron, though. Let me grab some more real quick. I'm really excited for power armor and exoskeletons. I'm also not sure what happened with that sapphire and stereotype, so maybe we can figure that out. Okay, don't get run over. Looks okay, looks okay. So we have plenty, but it's only loading crushed stone right now. Which is good that it is loading crushed stone. That means it's getting rid of it like it's supposed to. But what is going on here? I did properly change... Oh, it's the thresholds. I get it. So the threshold hasn't been hit because I'm at 1200 now. And so it had enough that it didn't reset. Though, shouldn't it have... I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything, because the other ones requested. Oh, it's because I was out of trains when it wanted to request those two. That's what happened. I get it. It all makes sense now. Okay, sweet. We got steam. We got purified water. I'm going to move these over a little bit closer. I can expand that to the right. The boiler's down, so I'll put this here. Give it like one more square. And then the salt sorting I can do on this half. And then leave this half for the Omni sludge and Omnic acid. I'll put a lamp there. And here. That's better. Alright, so then this guy needs to actually be like that. There we go. And then this one, we need another corner. Oh, I can do an underground corner. How cool is that? like so. And then this one will just be normal underground. There we go. And then we just got to bring in the crushed, which is now coming from this direction. Bada bing, bada boom. I think I will bring pulverized stone over to join. Crushed Omnite. That'll come down. Alright. And the rate on these is also 4, so we can do the same kinds of things. One of these... I kind of like the idea of having it flow around one direction, so what we'll do is we'll do 2 of the corner undergrounds, and we'll do the same thing here. So we'll go that way and then that way. Gosh, this makes pipes so much cleaner. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, those and then those. There we go. Omni sludge acquired. And now I need to make my first few Omnine shards. Or just regular Omnine. Ooh. So why can't I craft more of those? What am I out of? Ah, basic boards. Fair enough, fair enough. We don't need to make... Oh, I get it. You either spend a lot of Omni Sludge to make it faster, or you spend a little Omni Sludge and it takes... Am I crazy or is that 30 minutes? We're not doing that one. We're doing this one. 20k Omni Sludge is not that much. Holy cow. Oh, and we need to connect the outputs, of course. Let's see. I guess we'll just do that for now. Alright, you see 18,000 is not that much. I mean, omnic acid sounds complicated. Oh, we ran out of fuel. What happened? Oh, I'm not feeding crushed omnite in. Omnic acid sounds complicated because it's got the word acid in it. But it's really just omnite plus water with a few steps in between. So, I mean, it is a lot of steps, to be fair, just to get omnic acid, but, you know, it's not anything too crazy. Alright, sweet. Bada bing, bada boom. So we'll have some Omnine, and then I will get a crusher ready to get some Omnine shards. And then how else do we get Omnine? It is in an Omni plant. Okay. But yeah, then, I mean, one shard, I think gosh, it's crazy how easy it is to get Omnine after that. It's like almost free. Yeah. You get 10 shards from a single Omnine. And then to make 5 Omnine, you only need 1 shard. So you're using you're using 1/10 of an Omnine to make 5 Omnine in terms of the shards. So that's a ratio of 50. So you're only using 1/50th of what you produce in the whole Omnine loop. But then you use 20 Omni Sludge each. But 20 Omni Sludge, as you can tell, is not very much. So that's pretty easy. And then you use the Omnine to make... What do you even use it for again? Why am I doing this? I can't even remember. Oh, you use it to make the shards, and that's what makes the crystals. Is the sludge plus the shards plus the solution. And the solution is... what again? The solution comes from a catalyst plus the ore plus water. And the catalyst comes from hydromnic acid, which is like, oh, we already put omnite and water together. Well, let's put some more water and omnite together with that. So, it's kind of funny. Okay, well we hit our 1200 Omnite. That's good. LTN's working. Eventually I will take these notifications off. Our base is still small enough that I want to have them on for the moment. Okay, I actually want to cut this guy off, because he's not going to need 18,000 ever again. And then, yeah, I think we'll call it an episode once we get the Omnite shards thing running, just because, well, we've already gone over an hour. We've gotten a lot done, though, and I think we will get to plates pretty fast in the next episode, because we're all set up with everything. We've even got kind of half of what we need here almost done. So we'll need a bunch of these angels buildings. So I probably will... What will I do? I'll probably just craft a bunch of those in between episodes so that we don't have to watch me handcraft 50 buildings. Alright, 75%. Almost there. Oh, here comes the Omnite. Right on time as the pulverized stone train goes away. Oh, it's so fun to watch. Trains are cool. Trains are really cool. We've only got 3 of them. Eventually we'll have more. Okay, so pollution still has not gone totally crazy. And that is 1.5 now, so... Did I change anything else? I don't think I changed any of these. I think those are the normal numbers. To be fair, I'm not making tons of pollution right now. Once I get the iron plates automated to 15 a second, and also lead and tin and copper, and those are running constantly, then I think we'll start to see a little bit more. Now, the other question I'm having, and you guys... Oh, this is done. And you guys can give your input, is... Do I want to have the ingots transported around by LTN? The reason I ask is because all of this stuff, like bronze, for example, comes from molten bronze, and you get that from 2 different kinds of ingots. And there's a lot of ingot mixing that happens. So, you know, you always make iron ingots from iron ore, so it's not like I need iron ore for anything else. But as soon as I make the ingots, then that's when it starts mixing with stuff. And if I'm remembering correctly, the molten iron never mixes with anything either. It's just the ingots that you mix. Am I remembering that correctly? Yeah. Or you can make sheet coils out of molten as well. Once we have coolant, we can get more productivity that way. But like, what's it called? Solder... You know, you can get a molten solder mixture that comes from... Wait. Yeah, lead and tin ingots. Or tin and zinc, or copper, silver, tin. So I almost feel like I should make the ingots and provide those to the trains, and then do the molten stuff in a different city block. If I... Gosh. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. Not yet, anyway. Maybe long term. We'll do that, but not yet. Okay, and then I'm going to get this crusher back over here. And so this will feed... What's the easiest way to do this? Probably here, output party right. Go like this. And then that takes from there. And this is my Om9 shard output. And we need that connected for Om9. Bam. Okay, sweet. So now we are getting 0.5 Om9 per second, which is enough for what? Well, it's enough for 5 shards per second, I guess, is the better way to look at it. Because I don't need the Om9 itself. And there we go. So I'll keep looping. So, the ingot thing. I'm still a little uncertain because that sounds like a really cool idea. And there's a lot of different mixtures of ingots that you end up doing. I think what I'll do is I'll eventually do that. But for now, I'll at least set up the 4 basic metals, the ones that I have here. tin, copper, lead, and iron, and steel, because that comes from iron. So I'll set up those 5 metals, and I might not even have enough room in the city block anyway for that. I might need to make this a T block. But then eventually I might decide to put the ingots on the trains for future city blocks to make the alloys. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you all next time.